Welcome to Navigating the Matrix. I recommending listening to this pre-talk each time prior to the hypnosis download. When we choose to change something about ourselves, it usually does not happen immediately. Our mind likes to hold on to the things we know, our comfort zone. When it's asked to step out of that comfort zone, it feels threatened and wants to retreat back to the old patterns we know how to navigate. It's important to know prior to your hypnosis session that time is your friend and part of the hypnosis process. If you don't feel that you were able to connect during your first session, be gentle with yourself. If you're looking to make lasting changes in your life, then you have to understand you have lived life up until this point with a set of certain beliefs. These beliefs have created the reality you find yourself in today. To rid yourself of these beliefs that have limited your ability to be the person you came here to be will take a consistent routine of listening and practicing new beliefs for them to become strong enough to overpower the old ones. This is a journey. The process of change is as important as the change itself. When someone loses weight, it is not about the end result. It is about the day-to-day changes and steps they take to get to their desired end result. When they finally hit the number on the scale they have desired, they realize it took months to achieve. And as they changed their choices throughout these months, their goal became easier and got closer. Once they achieved their goal, they realized they actually did a lot more than lose weight. They found themselves. They found their value, their self-worth, their inner confidence, etc. It was the journey or the process of losing the weight that got them to where they wanted to be. What a person learns about themselves when they set themselves up on a new path is what is important. It is not where the path takes them. Remember this: time is your friend, and the process is what is valuable about your new journey, never the destination. So what is it that I call the matrix? The matrix is called many different things. Some people refer to it as consciousness or the quantum field, the God system, the afterlife, dimensions. For the purpose of this hypnosis session, we will refer to it as the matrix because it seems to resemble more of a system than a person. When we refer to God or Allah or Buddha, people are referring to a higher intelligence that they feel they came from. When referred to as a singularity, it gives the impression that it is a person that sits on a throne of sorts and decides who is good and who is bad and where they go when they return from where they came. When referred to as the matrix, it gives an impression of an intelligent system that is constantly working with you. I believe to understand the hypnosis process that one needs to understand the inner workings of the matrix. Hypnosis is about beliefs. It does not matter what I ask you to believe. If it is not in line with a core belief of your own, then it will not take. So for today, if you are listening to this recording, then please try and suspend your disbelief and try and wrap your head around a God system I call the matrix that you can navigate to create whatever it is you desire. The matrix isn't a place or person. It is the inner workings of our life system. You are within it as you listen to this recording. The matrix is part of you like the internet is part of your computer. The matrix is the computer that runs the universal program. You are a programmer of this computer, and so are the other 9 billion people on the planet. Everything you have inputted up until now still exists, and the computer knows what life to give you by the data you input. When we die, our soul is our data. It leaves our body and gets collected by the computer running the universe. The matrix. Where do we go when we die? We go back to where we came from, the system that created us. What do we look like when we are there? What do we do there? Well, just as a computer that never loses your data, you can access whatever data you have inputted. If you have inputted you're going to God or Jesus, then when you die, this is what you will see. The Matrix does not make the choice for you. You have free will to create whatever place you wish to create that is accessible by you and the data you have inputted throughout your life. You can learn in the Matrix, or play in the Matrix, or revisit memories like photographs here in the Matrix. You can be 16 or 60. It's truly up to you how you look and where you go when you are no longer here. If you can wrap your head around being part of the God system in the Matrix, and this life you're living right now is just one program within this system, then you can definitely get to the understanding that you have a much more power within this life or program to create what it is you want. People ask the question, what is the purpose of life? Well, what if the purpose of life was waking up to what life really was and learning to navigate and control what you do while you're here? The purpose isn't a thing or person. There is not just one person for you to marry or one job you are meant to do. Your purpose is simply to experience life. Every life you live is another program for the big computer in the sky we call the Matrix. Your purpose is simply to experience life. Today, we live in a world that is changing, that is waking up. As we wake up, we start to notice more and more synchronicities in our lives. We think of someone and they call. We want to buy a book and it appears on our Facebook page. We feel like Chinese for supper and our spouse comes home with Chinese food. These all seem like very irrelevant parts of life, but they are not. They are moments all of us experience as hints that we have a power within us that we are not born aware of. The more you believe in this power, the more you will see its effects around you. The biggest confusion that one has working within the Matrix is how to navigate it. Whether you're in the Matrix of your life here on Earth, or you are able to connect to the mainframe Matrix, you have to learn how to code it. How do you code the Matrix to give you the life experience you want? That is truly the only lesson we need to learn while here. Waking up to the Matrix that you live within and seeing the part of you play in it is your purpose. Now that you understand what I call the Matrix in the God system, the reason you want to connect to the Matrix is so you can understand that it exists. Once you have experienced it, you will have a very deep knowing of what you are and how you are simply not alone, ever. So now, I would like you to close your eyes, unless you prefer to keep them open. Whatever you choose is fine. Uncross your legs and rest your hands on your lap. Find a comfortable position to still your body and mind. Now take 3 deep, calming breaths, filling up your belly with each calming breath and releasing the breath until your belly feels empty. In through your nose, hold and out through your nose, breathing in and out, relaxed. And as you relax, be aware of your whole body. Begin by scanning your whole body from head to toe, and notice any place that you are carrying tension of the day in your muscles. Simply let those muscles relax now. Often, we don't even realize we are holding on to tension in these muscles until we make a conscious choice to check in with our body and do a scan. We then can make the conscious choice to let those muscles relax. As your hands rest on your lap, notice the sensation of relaxation and calm that you have already achieved. Now, say to yourself the word warm and focus on your hands, letting them feel a sense of warmth. Say to yourself, my hands are warm. As you do this, notice the sensation of warmth that you have created in your hands. And say the word heavy and notice how heavy your resting hands are getting while you say to yourself, "My hands are warm and heavy." And again, you say to yourself, "My hands are warm and heavy." Often, tension is held in the muscles of the jaw. You can even let those muscles relax. Let those muscles relax now, aware of the tension you have been holding in your jaw, and maybe even around your eyes, forehead, where there are hundreds of tiny little muscles found to tense up without you even noticing. Now, notice your breathing is slowing and becoming more natural. With every breath you feel, with every breath you take, your muscles relax further and further, going deeper and deeper into relaxation. You are doing fine, deeply relaxed, feeling good. And I want you to focus on your feet now and say to yourself, "My feet are warm and heavy. My feet are warm and heavy." And it is amazing how, as you say, "My feet are warm and heavy," you can begin to feel the sensations, warmth and heaviness, take over. And I want you to scan your body and let go of any remaining tension that may rest in your neck, shoulders, back, or legs. You notice your breathing has become slower and calmer, and with each breath you are doubling your relaxation. And in a moment, you will feel the lightest you have in a long time. Your heart rate is slowed, and you're falling deeper and deeper into relaxation. This process of physical relaxation can also be used to still the mind. Do not worry if your mind has been wandering or thinking. After all, this is what minds do. In this first lesson, we are learning that we control the way we feel. This is true both physically and mentally and emotionally, no matter how difficult life situations are. That sense of warmth and heaviness brings a sense of relief from the weariness of life. It allows you to charge your mind and body in the time that we have in this session. Now that you are nice and relaxed, you are ready to journey into the matrix. Please press play on the video Journey into Happiness for your hypnosis session now. And thank you for listening.